Well, hello again folks, and I hope yous are all still fit and well, hey. I'm back out decoying the wood pigeons with the shotgun. And if anybody's asking why it's so leafy and green, well, this was filmed back in August, when the weather should have been a lot nicer and drier, but I think we had the wettest summer on record, and the farmer's had trouble getting the weather he needs to harvest his crop. He had managed to get some of it cut, as the field I'm overlooking at the minute is cut, but the field the other side of the hedge is only partially cut, as some of it still needs time to ripen yet. But while you're watching me busily getting this hide ready, I'll get some of the boring stuff out of the way. The shotgun I'm using is a Lanber 28-inch barreled 12 gauge multi-choke, and I think I'm using cylinder, an improved cylinder. The cartridges I think is a mixture of 32 gram number 6s and 28 gram number 7.5 trap loads. As you can see, this is one of the fields he managed to get cut. Even though he hadn't managed to get the straw lifted yet, he was still waiting for the weather. I'm setting the decoys up around a patch of laid barley that the wind and rain flattened before the crop had been cut. Now, whether the farmer can come back over this again at a later stage with the combine set at a lower height, I don't know, but there still is standing crop the other side of the hedge that needs protected. Now, I don't have Lola, my wife's Jack Russell, with me today, but she is sitting on the bed while I edit this, watching the computer screen with a very intent expression on her face. What I do have with me is a pair of the AimCam Pro 2i glasses with me, with the little camera on it, to see if I can get any better shooting footage with it. Now, the AimCam does have a very interesting second perspective compared to the other gun-mounted cameras like the Tacticam. But since it's a wider angled camera, I found the birds more difficult to see on screen while I was editing this. One good thing about the AimCam though, as soon as you press that record button, it starts recording instantly, while the Tacticam has a 2 to 3 second delay. Once I tidied up the decoy pattern a little, I added more foliage to the top edge of the hide, as I found the birds could see me. You'll probably realise at this point, I'm just wearing the frames. Yep, I took the lenses out of them, because if you like wearing a face mask like I do, they steam up so bad you can't see what you're shooting at. Yes, I know, what's the point of wearing safety glasses with no lenses in them? Though, by the looks of my shooting, maybe I should have went for the option with the corrective lens fitted in them. I'd also made the hide a little tight for the length of gun I was using, as the muzzle kept catching in the camouflage, but it was all in an effort to try and stop the birds seeing down into me. Bit of a pain though. Was that a little frustration I hear in my voice? Covered in sticky weed again. The wife will be giving off. Well, she's not really like that. She's quite a sweetheart, really, and actually laughs at some of the silly voices and comments I make about her. I don't know what I'd do without her, really. Did I do good, dear?
Yes, good boy.
The next time I went out to tidy the decoy pattern up, I realised I had walking wounded. Thankfully it was easily dispatched with a quick twist of the wrist. It's not something I like doing, but when you go shooting, you need to know how to dispatch birds cleanly and quickly when you find them. I know as hunters our main intention is to kill things quickly and humanely with the one shot, but it doesn't always happen that way, and you have to be prepared to get your hands dirty, let's say. Most shooters probably will have their own way of how to dispatch a wounded bird cleanly, and I'm sure there's new shooters out there who would love for me to show how I do it, but I'd say if I did, YouTube would probably tear me a new one. Okay, I'm a big softy, but you have to give it a sporting chance, hey? That bird run rings round me. Time for another wee tidy up. I'm just making sure that any of the birds I've shot aren't lying on their back with their wings outspread, as it's a real indicator to any incoming birds that something's wrong and they'll probably flare off at the last minute. Well, I think I've had enough of missing for one day. I only stayed for a few hours, just between the rain showers. I don't know why I was off my game so much compared to the last day, which was a brilliant day for me, but hey ho, that's the way it goes, hey. Well, that's the end of another one, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it wasn't as good as the last video I put out. Really thought I was getting the hang of the shotgun. And as I said, I don't know why I went off the ball this time. Let me know what you think of the AimCam footage. I still sort of like the gun-mounted cameras better, even though the one redeeming feature of the AimCam is it starts recording so quickly, so there's less likelihood of you actually missing any footage, so long as you remember to press the button, that is. But anyway, take care and look after yourselves, folks.